So welcome to class, beautiful souls. Today's class is going to target areas that get tight and for working from home. So there's a couple of areas that get tight when we're on the computer like this. Our neck, upper back, shoulders roll forward. So we're going to stretch that all out. We're also going to create space in our hips, which get tight when we've got this 90-degree angle happening, and our hamstrings, which have been sitting in chairs. So those are the areas we're going to target today. So let's begin the class by sitting cross-legged. Sitting cross-legged in a comfortable position. And another area that is affected when we're in lockdown, because we've got the masks on all the time, even when we're walking, is our breathing. So we're going to add something on about that as well, okay? So sit comfortably, hands rested comfortably on your knees. Lean back very slightly, drop your shoulders down, away from your ears, and close your eyes for me. Take a nice big cleansing exhale for the count of 3, 2, 1. Inhale for the count of 3, 2, 1. Exhaling for the count of 3, 2, 1. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So we're going to do a little breathing exercise. It's called box breathing. So we're going to inhale for the count of 3, 2, 1. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. Hold. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. And just continue that box breathing. So it's counts of 4 because we hold for a second. Exhaling for 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhaling for 3, 2, 1. So really consciously focusing on your breath. Adding that magic pause at the end of every inhale and exhale. And then gently release. Feel your body just relax and soften with every breath. With every exhale, you're just letting go of anything that may not be serving you. And then sit nice and tall. And let's just take our head down. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Back to the center. Turn your head to the left. To the right. To the left. To the right. Left. To the right. Back to center. Ear to shoulder. And just take your gaze to your shoulder. And back to the other way. Change. Change. And then tiny controlled movements. Half circles. Beautiful. And then half circles upwards. Beautiful. Back to the center. We're going to place our hands on our shoulders, elbows together. Exhale down, inhale up. Beautiful. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale down, inhale up. Stay with me. Bring the elbows back together. Bring them up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Now interlock your fingers, really dome, stretch your shoulder blades out away from each other. Tuck your chin in, and then gently bring the hands behind you and open up your chest. Stay with your breath, stay connected to your body, and change the hand grip. The other thumb comes in front, and change. Bring the hands up, grab hold of those elbows. We're going to bring the elbows in line, or the arms in line with your ears. Lean back slightly, and then just bring those elbows over to one side. And change. And again. So we really want to create length and get rid of all those tight spots in our body. Keep your hands up, opposite hand, opposite knee. Inhale, lift up, exhale, twist. Inhale, lift up, exhale, twist. Inhale, lift up. Change sides. Inhale, lift up, exhale, twist. Inhale, lift up, exhale, twist. Beautiful. We're going to come and lie down on the mat. Lying down on the mat, hug your knees in. Let's have a little massage. Massage in that lower back. We're just softening it up. Softening it up for movement. Place your feet down on the mat. Bring your hands beside your hips. Inhale, reach up. Fingertips touch the floor behind you. And then exhale back down. So if you've got one of these straps, you might want to do it with the strap. So you're just holding it with thumbs inside and extending. And bringing the hands back down to your hips or near your thighs. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. This time, bringing the hands over your head, roll the hips up, bring the hands beside your hips, and down again. And up, and down, and up, and down. Let go of the strap. We're going to bring the hands to the hips, interlock our fingers underneath. Now this area, we're creating space between the front of the thighs, which is in a 90-degree angle when we're sitting in a chair or sitting in a desk. Stay here for 3, 2, 1. Gently release. Let's do that again. Rolling up, lifting up. And this time you can have your hands underneath your hips. So give you a bit more of a lift. And slowly come down again. So we're going to continue working on our glute muscles. The glute muscles we've been sitting on all day. You can have your weights on your hips or not. If you haven't got the weights, it doesn't matter. Just go with the flow. Lifting up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Beautiful. Up and down. Up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Come up onto your toes, lifting those toes up and then dropping the hips down and lifting up. Abs pulled in for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold it up. Pulse, 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 pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently rolling it down. Take the weight away from you. Bring the hands beside your hips. We're going to roll back up into a bridge, and this time lift one leg up, and then we're going to drop it down and up for 10. Now if you want to, you can put the weight on your heel of the right foot, so the weight's on the heel for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then gently release. Other side. rolling up into a bridge. Lift up the other leg, toe pointing towards you, rolling down and up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then gently release. Beautiful. Hug your knees in. Have a little rock one way and have a little rock the other way. And when our hamstrings are tight, our lower back gets tight. So we're going to work that area later on in class. Bring the hands behind your head, elbows back. We're building up core strength. So when you're sitting on that chair, your abs are pulled in, supporting your posture to stay nice and straight instead of slouching forward. Hands behind the head, elbows back, space between your chin and your chest. And let's do it. Inhale, exhale, lift. And release. Up. And release. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands up near your waist and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then hug your knees in. Breathing in and breathing out. We're going to cross the legs over. Hands beside our hips, and we're just going to tap that toe down and lift it up. Pull the belly button in. Beautiful. Exhale as you come down. Belly button goes in towards the spine for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then change the cross. Other leg comes on top, and I'm going to bring my hands, my head up this time if you want. Otherwise you can rest on the mat. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then hug those knees in. Have a tiny rock one way and a tiny rock the other way. We're going to come onto our elbows, coming up onto our elbows in the plank. Pull the belly button in, suck it in for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you can do a little forward and back if you want, or rest up anytime you want for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently bring the knees down. Let's go into child's pose. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Surrendering on the mat. Beautiful. Let's come into melting heart. Hips up, melt your heart down, opening up the upper back. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Bring the palms together, bend the elbows, bring the hands behind your head and slightly lean back. For 3, 2, 1. Gently release. We're going to come and lie on our bellies. Lying on our bellies. Let's take the fingertips near our shoulders. Feet can be hip distance apart. We're going to inhale, exhale, and then inhale, lift up. Just lift up your chest, your forehead's facing the mat. For 3, 2, 1. Gently release. This time, if you want, you can lift up your feet as well as your chest. Lifting up. Beautiful. Lifting up a little bit more. For 3, 2, 1. Gently release. Bring the hands out to the front. Opposite hand and opposite leg. Opposite hand and opposite leg. For 3, 2, 2, 1. And then just rest one the other. On the Take a breath in, take a breath out. We're going to interlock our fingers behind us. Shoulder blades back, heels, toes together. Inhale, lift up, holding it. For 3, 2, 1. Gently release. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift up, holding it. For 3, 2, 1. Gently release. We've got one hand on the mat. We're resting it. And we're taking our right hand and our left foot. We're pulling that foot in, dropping the thigh down, creating space on the front of the thigh. Beautiful. Let's change sides. Pulling it in. And then gently release. This time, we're going to grab hold of both feet. And we're going to lift up. Point the toes down. Lift up. 3, 2, 1. Gently release. Bring the hands onto the mat and come into child's pose. Coming into child's pose. Breathing in, breathing out. Stay with your breath, surrendering on the mat. We're going to come up onto all fours. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Neutralize your spine. Take your hip to your shoulder. And then we're going to extend the left leg out. Tuck it in for 3, 2, 1. Change size. Extend. Tuck it in for 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Let's do the left leg out, the right hand out. Grab hold of your foot. Kick that foot away. Holding it. So you're feeling a nice stretch in your shoulder, your hip. For 3, 2, 1. Change sides. Extend, bend, grab hold of that foot. And then gently release. Tuck the toes under and lift those knees up. Pull the belly button in. And then gently release. Inhale, lift up, and then come into downward facing dog. Walking it out, left, right, left, right. So hamstrings feel tight if you're a runner. And also if we've been sitting at a desk all day. And then tight hamstrings can lead to tight lower back. So bend your knees, take your knees over to one side, hips over to the other, and change. Just walking out. And then come into a high plank. Bend the knees, lengthen your spine, and then come back into downward facing dog. And breathe. High plank. Bend the knees. Downward facing dog. High plank. Bend the knees. Downward facing dog. Let's lift up the left leg. Bend the knees. Open up that hip. Circle that hip. And then take that foot to the outside of the left hand and we're going to circle. Circling, leaning forward, really opening up that hip. And breathe. Beautiful. And then we're going to frame the foot and lean back into half splits. Nice and gently. If you've got tight hamstrings, just breathe into it. And bend. And extend. And bend. And extend. Bend the knee, bend the back leg, grab hold of that foot. Open up that chest, take a gaze to the back foot. And then frame the foot, tuck the back foot under, and come down into a forward bend with your knees nice and wide. Breathe, lengthening your spine, leaning forward onto your toes slightly. Bring the right hand to the middle of your body. Inhale, lift up the left. Change sides. Lift up the right. And bring the hands to the front of the room. And then we're going to drop the back knee down. And we're going to circle. So we're stretching out. Again, the other knee, the other hip. Circling one way. Beautiful. Leaning forward, really extending that stretch. Breathing into it. And then frame the foot. Imagine you're pulling that buttocks to the back wall. And bend. And pull. And bend. And pull. Bend in the front knee. Pick up the back foot. And again, open up that hip. And then frame the foot, tuck the back toe under, come into downward facing dog. Now if you want to, you can flow it out where you're doing a tricep push-up. Upward facing dog, opening up the chest, upper back, and then downward facing dog. Beautiful. Breathing in and breathing out. Lean forward onto your hands, step the left foot forward. And this time you've got your knee up, circling. Circling, circling, really deepening. It's like a lizard, you're like a lizard. Climbing up your mat. Beautiful. And then frame the foot. And again, half splits. And bend. And again. And bend. And again. Bend the knee. Touch down right hand. Inhale, lift up left. And then pivot the back foot on the outer edge of the foot and lunge it down with a side lunge. 3, 2, 1. Framing the foot, kicking back. And you can either go into downward facing dog or flow it out. Beautiful. Breathing in and breathing out. Leaning forward onto your hands, step the right foot forward. And again, you can drop your knee down or keep it up, whatever suits you. The lunge is the important part. Feeling the hips, the back of the thigh stretching, the front of your hip. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Framing the foot. Straightening the front leg. Bend in the knee. Straighten. Bend. Straighten. Bend. Touch down left hand, right hand up. And then coming to the outer edge of the back foot for 3, 2, 1. And framing the foot, kicking back into downward facing dog or flow it out. Breathing in and breathing out. Now bend your knees, just come up onto your elbows, then lift up. And really lift the tailbone up to the ceiling. And exhale, bring the knees down. Come into child's pose. And then bring the hands behind you. And lift them up. And then gently coming up. So you're on your knees and just lean slightly back so you stretch out the front of your ankles. And down. Lifting those knees up very slightly. Remember to listen to your body. And down. And again. And down. We're going to come up onto our knees. We're going to place the hands behind our tailbone. Inhale, lift up the chest. Exhale, coming down. And back up. And again, let your heart shine. And down. One more time, lifting up. And down. Sink down on your buttocks. We're going to have the fingertips facing the buttocks. Feet hip distance apart. We're going to come into a reverse tabletop, yeah? Lifting up. Lift those hips up. Open up those shoulders. And then gently down. Let's do that again. Lifting up. And down. And again, lifting up. And down. Beautiful. From there, we're going to come into downward facing dog and go into a pigeon. Pigeon is one of the master postures. It really helps to stretch out those hips. So inhale, lift up the leg, open up the hip, take the right foot to the left hand. Now lengthen your spine and then come down. And breathe. Really relax into this. There's no rush. Stretching out those hips. Use your breath as a tool to create space in your hips or wherever you're feeling tight. Feel your breath assisting the softness of that muscle. With every breath softening up, one breath at a time. Three more breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling gently. Roll over onto your back and just lie here. Lying here, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And just connect into your body, how it feels. That side we've just stretched. How does that feel? How do you feel? And then we're going to slowly roll back and come back into a downward facing dog. And we're going to do the other side. Lifting up the left leg, opening up the hip. Taking that foot to the opposite hand. Extending the back. Lengthen your spine, coming down. And just settle in here, get comfy in this space you've created. Taking a note of the difference between your left and your right and just honoring that difference. Not fighting it, just accepting where you're at today. And every day is different depending on what you've had to eat, the level of sleep you've had, the stress in your life, the water, the weather, everything affects your body. Very sensitive body. You can hold on to emotions. So pigeons in our hips, we hold on to blocked emotions, and this is a great posture to help release it. So we're creating space in that connective tissue where emotions can be held. And with every breath, with every stretch, we're just slowly releasing and releasing. And then gently rolling over onto your back. Rolling over onto your back. breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And then gently bend your knees, roll over to one side and slowly come up. We're going to have our legs nice and long. And just place your hands near your hips. Just lift up the hips and then place them down. Inhale, lift up those arms. Lift them up a little bit more and then exhale, come down. And again, you can bend your knees if your hips are tight, your lower back's tight, or your hamstrings are tight. Soften those shoulders, soften your face. And breathe into any tight spots you may be holding on to. And then gently release. We bring in one leg out, one leg in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate, coming down. And just honor where your body is today. Every day it's different. And then gently release, change sides. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate, coming down. Bring the shoulders down, soften those shoulders. Nice long deep breaths in, nice long deep breaths out. Don't forget to breathe and honor the breath. Your prana, your life force, both legs long. Toes up, inhale, exhale, lift up. And come down. And breathe. And then gently release. We're going to bring one leg in front and one leg behind. The other hand comes near your hip. We're going to inhale, lift up. And really reach your fingers to the opposite side. Push your hips forward. Again, creating space in the front of your hip. And down. And up. And down. And up. Beautiful. Let's do the other side. One leg up in front, one leg behind you. Hand besides your hips. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, come down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come down. One more time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come down. Crossing your legs in a comfortable position, but just wiggle your front foot away from your back shin. Then walk your fingers forward. And breathe. And then gently come back. Change sides. Walking your fingers forward. And bringing your feet back. So let's get the soles of your feet together. Soles of your feet together. The heels as close to your groin as possible. Bring or interlock your fingers. Hands underneath your feet. Lengthen your spine. Drop the shoulders down. Tuck your chin in. Lean back slightly. And breathe. And then gently relax. And then let's go again with that length. And then gently release. So sitting in a comfortable cross-legged position. Hands resting on your knees. Lean back slightly. Soften those shoulders away from your ears. Exhale down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, up. Back to the center. Turn your head to the left. Turn your head to the right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Take your ear to shoulder. Take your gaze to that shoulder. Change sides. And again, your left and right might be feeling different. Beautiful. And circle one way. Little half circles, really stretching out the neck muscles. Don't forget to breathe, and again, circling upwards. Beautiful. Back to center. Interlock your fingers and really reach your fingers towards me. Dome your back towards the back wall. Pull your shoulder blades apart. Bring the hands behind you. Extend your chest. Let it shine. Arms lifted up slightly behind you. Opening up your shoulders. Beautiful. One more time. Extend. And again. Beautiful. Let's come and lie down on the mat. Gonna lie down on the mat. Hug that knee in. Hug it in. Rotate your foot one way. Rotate your foot the other way. And breathe. Bring the knee over your body. Turn your head away. And if you want to, you can extend the hand up. And then gently release. Let's do the other side. Extend one leg, interlock your fingers, hug that knee in. Rotate your foot one way. Rotate your foot the other way. Bring your knee over your body. Turn your head away. And then bring that hand up. Feeling the arms, the shoulders just rotating, opening the chest. And then gently release. Have your feet as wide as the mat. We're just dropping the feet towards me. Pick up that foot closest to me and pop it onto the knee. So you're creating space on the front of your thigh. And if you want to, you can extend your hands up. And then gently release. Let's do the other side, dropping the knees over to the other side, picking up the opposite foot, popping it onto your knee, and then again, lifting those arms up. And then gently release. And let's just hug our knees into our body, into our chest, and circle one way and circle the other way. Massaging your lower back, and whenever you're done, you can have both legs nice and long. Slightly fan your feet open, hands beside your hips. Tuck your chin in slightly and surrender on the mat with your breath. Surrendering on the mat with your breath. Nothing else to think about but your breath. Exhaling for the count of 3, 2, 1. Inhaling for the count of 3, 2, 1. Exhaling for the count of 3, 2, 1. And you're just following your breath, moving through your body. Take your breath, take your attention to your toes. You're relaxing your toes. You're relaxing your toes. Take your breath, take your attention Your ankles, you're relaxing your ankles, you're relaxing your ankles. Relax your calves, relax your calves. Take your breath, take your attention to your knees. You're relaxing your knees, you're relaxing your knees. Relax your thighs, relax your thighs. Take your breath, take your attention to your hips. You are relaxing your hips, you're relaxing your hips. Relax your belly, relax your belly. Take a big breath into your lower back, you're relaxing your lower back. You're relaxing your lower back. Take a big breath into your chest, you're relaxing your chest, you're relaxing your chest. Your upper back's relaxed, your upper back's relaxed. Relax all the fingers in your left hand, you're relaxing all the fingers in your right hand. Your forearms are relaxed, your forearms are relaxed. Relax your shoulders, let them just drop down on your mat. The back of your neck's relaxed, the back of your neck's relaxed. Relax your jaw, relax your jaw. Relax your tongue, relax your tongue. Relax your cheek muscles, relax your cheek muscles. Your forehead's relaxed, your forehead's relaxed. Your whole body is nice and relaxed. And you're just following your breath, moving through your body. As you exhale, just letting go of anything that's not serving you today. And as you inhale, inhale peace and relaxation into your body, into your mind. And breathe. And then just slowly taking a couple of deep breaths, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, coming back into the room. And while you're lying here, think of 3 things that you're grateful for today. 3 things in your life that you're grateful for. Inhale each one of those things into your body. Exhale gratitude out into the universe. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And then just slowly, whenever you're ready, you can just slowly bend your knees and roll over to your preferred side of resting. Stay here for as long as you need. You've created this space for you. Just honor it and savor it for as long as you need. I thank you for your time and allowing me into your space. I appreciate you and I look forward to seeing you next time.